This is Nitin Dahad with EE Times at CES Unveiled in Las Vegas. I'm talking to Francois Simoens, who's a CEO and co-founder of a company called Steerlight. Francois, hello.
Hello Nitin. Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Fine, and you?
Good.
No.
So, Francois, tell me a little bit about the company.
Yes.
What you're doing.
Yes. So what we're doing at Steerlight, so I co-founded in 2022 the company. We're developing a new generation of LiDAR. It's called FMCW 1550 nanometer LiDARs, so quite complex name.
Yeah.
To bring to the customers actually robust, very small size and additional capabilities in 3D perception.
Okay, so I mean FMCW LiDAR, there's a few companies already doing this, so what's your distinction here?
I would say the main distinction is that we are relying only on silicon photonics, so it means that all the optical functions are integrated in very small chips. This is a wafer where we have typically 60 chips before dicing, and then we end up with a chip that is very small, a few millimeters square of surface. And all in these chips, we integrate all the optical functions for FMCW LiDARs. So miniaturization is really the key asset we want to propose to customers.
Okay. Now, a bit of background. You when we last met, I think with Steerlight.
Yes.
And I think you spun out from there in 2022. So
Yes.
tell us a little about your journey.
So first, we had to recruit people to have a talented group of people, and also to start in transferring what the things that had been done in this research institute towards the industrial world, and in particular to identify the providers of laser and silicon photonics chips. And this is what we succeeded in doing since the creation of the company.
Okay, and so what was the reason you spun out? I think there was you saw a demand, or?
Yes, actually we try to propose to industrial companies to transfer this technology, and it comes out that there are still things to do. So the best idea to make value from this new innovation, from this innovations, to create a company. And it's been maybe 10 years ago that I have this in mind to create my own company.
The key thing, I think, there's a couple of key things, but one of them is supply chain, and I think you're, in terms of technology, in terms of the photonics, in terms of the fabrication.
Yes.
So tell us the OSATs. Tell us a little bit about what you can tell us about.
Yes. So as I said, there's DNA is silicon photonics. The one asset, and it's maybe the most important, is first the size, but also the cost will be reduced with the volume. And this is the main bottleneck for now for LiDARs. And similarly to accelerometers that I use MEMS accelerometers for airbags, with the volume, it has been democratized to everybody. And our vision is that thanks to silicon photonics, this kind of technology will be available for many applications with an affordable price.
Okay, and tell us what technology process is this based on?
It's based, silicon photonics is completely compatible to CMOS technology, so it's done by CMOS semiconductor industry.
Okay.
So we send the design, the GTS file, I would say, to these companies. It's a wafer service, and then they manufacture the wafers like this one. We dice it, and we can do some of our prototypes to be tested with our customers.
And you're doing this testing in Grenoble, in France?
Yes, we're doing all the tests with our own specific test equipment and our specific also procedures that we keep secret, because there is a lot of know-how in qualifying and testing this kind of LiDAR. Yeah.
And so tell me what kind of progress you've made so far.
So, in addition to have this supply chain that now is qualified for the first gen of sensor, we also did our first shoebox proof of concepts that we are showing and testing with our early customers. In the meantime also, we are working on certifying this first product with companies, because it will be first gen will be a safety scanner. So it will be used to allow mobility in a safe way in industrial in factories or in warehouses.
Okay, so this is like industrial robots, automatic guided
Yes,
vehicles,
AMR, AGVs,
AMR,
like-
that
yes,
kind
exactly,
of stuff.
exactly.
And it's interesting. Your investors include Stellantis.
Yes.
But to tell us a little bit about investors and what the vision is.
Yeah, so actually we closed our first fundraising in March with Stellantis Corporate Ventures, that considers that our innovation is interesting for their next generation of product in 2030, for example. And but in the meantime also they consider that it's very important for us to do these milestones in going to this market of industrial applications, because it's trustly the way to have something that we trust.
Okay. Who are the investors and how many people are you?
So we have actually, in addition to Stellantis, we have two French major deep tech investors, that is Quantonation and Innovacom, and an Italian investor based in Torino, whose name is Lift.
Okay.
And so in terms of, and we plan to have a next fundraising at the end of this year, to go to the qualifications of the first gen product and to work on prototyping the second gen.
Okay, and
And we have, oh yes, about the number of people, sorry.
yes.
Sorry. We are now 9 full-time people, and we are growing. Typically, within 3 months, we have 3 more people in our team.
What are the milestones? When do we expect some of these in production, and with whom?
So we expect to have, for industrial applications, a full prototype at the end of 2026, beginning of 2027, that could be at this time tested by the customers of our customers, because we have a business model where we are OEM. We sell to manufacturers of sensors our modules, and then they sell to the integrators of systems. So 2027 is I would say the confident time to start the ramp up for production.
Now, your name, Steerlight, I mean, you've got owls here, so there's background to that, in that you said it's basically FMCW LiDAR, the benefits of that, including night and day.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the story.
Yeah, the story is that from the beginning, we decided to have a logo based on this Athena owl. Athena means wisdom.
Okay.
And why? Because Athena owl is first has very accurate vision night and day, as you say, but also it's the smallest owl in the nature. So as already said, our key advantage is to target very, very small, with no lens, typically the size of a visit card, and a few centimeters of thickness, so very, very small, to have this kind of module and the versatility of integrated this in many applications.
Okay. Well, Francois, what's next? What do we expect
So next,
you?
as first fundraising at the end of this year, to push and to accelerate, and to go with the first prototype. And in the meantime, also we have the ambition to prototype our first ideas of LiDARs, still again with no mechanical system, very small, for the transportation applications, and of course one of them is for automotive.
Okay. Well, Francois, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.